Hey everyone, just going to read some more of the Looking After Your Mental Health book. Remember, anything I read in this, you can chat to me about or chat to your class teacher. Just send us a wee message, okay? So remember we were talking about feelings and we looked at happiness, sadness, anger and fear. Oops, one of my doors slamming, that's not somebody angry. So the next emotion is surprise. When something unexpected happens, you feel surprise. It's like a little jolt through your body. Sometimes, if it's a nasty surprise, it can feel like fear. Often, though, surprise is a positive emotion. It can give you a sudden rush of happiness. Many emotions are interconnected. Feeling what one thing might lead to another feeling. So if you didn't know your favourite auntie was coming over and then she walks through the door, that's that feeling you get inside. It's a nice surprise. The next emotion is excitement. Excitement is a feeling. Oh, sorry, I've just realised I've got stuff all over my book from my hand. Vaseline. Excitement is a feeling that often looks to the future. People get excited when something good is about to happen, for example, the day before going on holiday. It's connected to happiness and to hope, feeling positive about the future. You can feel excited about the present. For example, if you're talking about a topic you're obsessed with to someone else who loves talking about it. So think about something you're excited about, something that's still to come. I'm excited about getting back to school and seeing everybody. I was excited when I knew I would be coming to your house to drop off your packs. I was excited to see everybody. So the next emotion is embarrassment. Embarrassment is an emotion that you feel in relation to other people. It's a feeling you get when you think you've done something wrong or foolish and other people have noticed. It can make your face feel hot and some people blush. I definitely blush when I feel embarrassed. I feel like warm coming all up my body and I can feel my face going bright red, sometimes even my arms. My face does look pretty red just now, but I think it might just be the light and I might be a wee bit sunburnt from the sun. You're more likely to get embarrassed if you care what other people think of you. It's a feeling you're likely to experience less intensely as you get older, so you can look forward to an older age of doing whatever you feel like and embarrassing your younger relatives. That's true as well. I definitely don't get as embarrassed now as I did when I was younger, but you still do because it's natural to care what people think of you. One way to cope with embarrassment is to ask yourself whether anyone actually minds. Does falling over in public or wearing your clothes inside out change what people think or feel about you? Would you mind if it happened to somebody else? So that's a good point actually. So like if I saw one of you fall over, you would react in the moment, but I wouldn't be thinking about it afterwards. I wouldn't be going, who can I use? Oh, Sarmud fell over and it was so funny and I'm going to laugh at him forever. He must be so embarrassed. Like, you don't think like that. You just move on from it. The next emotions are envy and jealousy. Envy and jealousy are different feelings but closely linked. Envy is when you want something someone else has, such as a new phone. Jealousy is when you fear someone else is going to ruin something you have, often a relationship. Both emotions can spoil otherwise good situations. These feelings tend to get better if you talk about them. Often they're based on misunderstandings and assumptions. So jealousy and envy aren't really good feelings to have. Definitely doesn't feel good when you feel it. It's quite hard to kind of split those two feelings up because sometimes people would think the two of them mean the same thing because they are so similar. So examples of envy and jealousy are, I wish she was my best friend. What if she stops being my best friend now that girl's around? Dum-de-dum-de-dum. I have no idea what they're feeling, anything other than to be my feeling anything other than happy to be my friend because they haven't actually said anything. So basically that's saying you might feel envious of someone else but they don't even know, they're not even aware of it. Envy and jealousy have a role to play in forming strong relationships. Feeling jealous is a reminder that a person matters to you and it motivates you to pay attention to them. Loneliness is the next emotion. Loneliness is a cold, sad feeling. It's a little like hunger, only in your mind, just as your stomach rumbles when you need food. Loneliness could be your mind telling you need company. Being alone doesn't necessarily mean you're lonely, and a lot of people enjoy having alone time. You also don't have to be alone to feel lonely. In fact, feeling lonely when you're around other people can be the worst kind of loneliness. Sometimes loneliness is about feeling as though you don't fit in with a particular group of people or that a relationship isn't working. Loneliness can pass on its own. At other times, making new friends might be the answer. So, yeah, if you can think of times you've felt lonely, I definitely have. And a good example is when you're with other people and you think that they're your friends and they're the kind of people that you would want to be around, and then when you feel that loneliness, it's not a nice feeling and it's horrible. So you go, actually these aren't the right people for me. The next emotion is love. Love comes in many varieties, from family love to friend love and romantic love, or even the love you might feel for a fictional character. So I loved Matilda. I still do. I absolutely love her personality. I love the way she looked, but even though I know she's not real. Like happiness, it can be very intense, or a slow, warm feeling that hums in the background of your life. Love can be a glue between people, but it can also hurt a lot if the person you love doesn't feel the same way or treats you badly. As with happiness, the hormone oxytocin plays a role in creating feelings of love. Check me out, I know that word now. So, although we associate love with a good feeling, love can also hurt, because if you love someone and you don't feel like they love you back, or they're not showing you love back, then that hurts. The next emotion is hatred. The flip side of love is hatred. Sometimes the two feelings can be very close together, as both are intense and both relate to people who have a big impact on your life. You could think of hatred as love's fiery evil twin. But feelings aren't fixed. Feelings change often and quickly. Sometimes feelings are related to what's going on in your life in that moment. At other times, it can be harder to pin down where your feelings are coming from. Whatever you're feeling in this moment, it isn't forever. Feelings are temporary and they ebb and flow over time. All feelings are okay, even bad ones. A bad feeling doesn't make you a bad person. What you have to do is learn how to react to your feelings and be gentle with yourself. But see, to be honest, that's not easy. So if you reacted in a way and then afterwards you go, I shouldn't have reacted like that, don't put yourself down too much, because you learn how to react to things over time, and it's not easy to do, especially if you've not been in certain situations. So the older you get and the more experiences you have, the better, hopefully, you become at managing your emotions. Bad feelings can be your mind telling you something is wrong, giving you a chance to put it right. For example, if you're angry with a friend, that anger is a chance to talk to them and find a way to make up. Often bad feelings are fleeting and go away on their own, given time. What I've found is, if you've got bad feelings, if you constantly think about them, then it's harder for them to go away. But what I always try and do is, if I'm feeling bad about something, I just try and say, right, can I do anything to fix this right now? And if I can't, then I just try and forget about it, because there's no point in making me feel unhappy if I can't really do anything to fix it. And that does help me. Name it to tame it. So this is another strategy. One good reason for trying to work out what you're feeling is that it can actually help you change your mood. Working out what you're feeling can help you get some distance from those feelings, so they're not as overwhelming. Sometimes just giving a feeling a name can help it start to float away or dissolve. I like that image that just gave me there. of feelings floating away or dissolving. Because one time I read that if you've been feeling kind of rubbish feelings like sadness and anger and you're annoyed, I read that to imagine when you're in a shower and obviously the water comes on your head and it goes down the drain. So I read a thing that said you should imagine all those bad feelings going down the drain and then they disappear. And yeah, that image helped me a lot. So not all emotions can be named in every language. Some highly specific emotions only exist in certain languages. For example, Sukha, Sanskrit, genuine lasting happiness that doesn't depend on circumstances. And Shinrin Yoku is Japanese, the relaxation you feel when bathing in the forest. And Tarab, which is Arabic, which some of you might know, a state of ecstasy or enchantment caused by music. So that's quite cool to learn those new words in those languages. So here's something for you to try. Keep a mood journal for a few days. You don't have to write much. You could just note down the day, what you were feeling and what was happening that day. Do you notice any patterns? Do any feelings come up a lot? You could lay it out like this, if you can see this. So you've got the date, Monday the 2nd of June. Feelings, lonely and angry. What happened? Had an argument with my sister. What else is on my mind? I have a test tomorrow at school. Right, what action am I going to take? I went upstairs and read, or what action did I take? How did I feel an hour later? Felt a bit better after reading and went and watched TV with sister. So I'm just going to put that up there in case you, just going to check you can see it, in case you want to use those headings, because I think that's quite a good idea. I know a few people who keep like a feelings journal or actually just like a happiness journal, and basically they write down anything that made them happy in that day, and they can go back to that when, like, at times that they're feeling maybe not happy, they go back and look at their happiness journal, remember those good times, and it makes them feel happy in that moment. Right, that's the end of that little chapter. I will read more tomorrow. So there's some parts in this that are a wee bit too old for you just now. Obviously, if you got this book on your own and your parents said it was fine to read, then you could, but I'm just going to read certain parts of it. Now I am going to go a walk down to Rutherglen and back, which is about 6 kilometres from my house there and back. And I'm going to take some pictures or a wee video and send to Mrs. Brightman, because she's going to make a video of all the staff on our walks and cycles for you to enjoy. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.